Let's talk about the schedule, man. Let's talk about some of the slates we got. Let's start with the week one slate. That's coming up. We talked about it a little bit on Monday what the opening game is, but if you missed it on Monday, week one, it'll not Monday week one, but on week one, the Thursday game will be the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles playing the some niggas name. The Dallas Cowboys. That's who they're gonna be playing. The Dallas Cowboys, man. We got the week one schedule we can bring up real quick here. I think we got that. Yeah, we do. Nikhil, we got the week one schedule. Let's see. Thought we had it here on the pictures. So yeah, we're waiting for the week one schedule. But the week one schedule starts with the Thursday night game. You got the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. It ends with Monday Night Football. No doubleheader this year, but it will be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings at the crib. I know a lot of Bears fans weren't happy about waiting until Minnesota. I'm perfectly fine with it. I get to actually watch football on Sunday from my selfish perspective. So I'm interested to see what that's gonna be like for week one. I'm trying to see. Courtney, you got huh?
You know what I don't like? I don't eliminate Monday night doubleheaders. I hate that. And
Yeah, I don't
especially
like them either.
that schedule of like some of the Monday night games, like the Bears Commanders. Why is that competing with any other game? That is the game to watch. Why is there another game? I think it's like the Falcons or some bullshit. Like, who's trying to watch that?
Yeah, I agree with that because I can't really pay attention to two at the same time. Man, I feel like if you got a matchup that is as big as that Commanders Bears matchup, that should be the main event right here. But I'm looking right here. You got the there we go. We've got the Patriots taking on the Raiders. You got the Colts taking on the Dolphins. I'm just over any Dolphin game. Like them niggas had their chance. It's over. Send two out of here. You got division rivals, the Commanders and the Giants. You got the Battle of Ohio, Bengals and Browns. Man, they're sacrificing Cam Ward. They sending Cam Ward to the mile high against that defense and against Bomani Nix and the Broncos. God bless. You get Packers, Lions out the gate. They're going to be in the Lambeau Field. You've got the Chiefs and the Chargers. Of course, they'll be playing in Sao Paulo. We'll get to that with the international games. You got the Jets and the Steelers. That could be that's the Justin Fields Bowl right now. Will Aaron Rodgers be playing week one? We don't know. You got the Saints and the Cardinals. Nasty game. Sorry, Courtney. You got the Panthers and the Jaguars.
Don't be sorry to me. Fuck that team.
You got the Buccaneers and the Falcons. You got this. I'm going Niners and Seahawks used to get me excited. I do not care about that game. You got the Texans and the Rams. Of course, you mentioned Bears, Vikings, and the Sunday game, a rematch of last year's very, very entertaining AFC semifinal game between the Bills and the Ravens. Courtney, any games out this week that stand out to you that you're going to be most excited to watch?
I mean, that Tennessee Broncos game is going to go crazy, in my opinion. God, the Giants really have a shitty schedule this season.
They're winning 2 games. They're winning 3 games next, in my opinion.
Next. Yeah. I'm not really moved by much besides that Monday night football game. Vikings Bears is going to feed families. On a related note, I am again looking for a new football team to follow because I can no longer give the Saints my money. So I'm going to go through the Scott process and make a decision at some point this summer.
Yes, you definitely need to do that. I would tell you to come to the Bears, but I don't want you to do that to yourself. Wait halfway through the season if we decide to come over here. That Sunday night football game moves me a lot. Bang, any games that stand out to you on the week one schedule?
Outside of the Bears game, of course, the KC Chargers game. This is be year 2 of Harbaugh. It'd be year 2 of Harbaugh with Herbert. And I know Courtney be wondering why don't nobody be talking about Justin Herbert when things ain't going good. Why we not talking about fraud alert? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is the year we finally start having that conversation. But we gotta the only way we gonna keep away from that conversation is if the Chargers start winning these big games. They got to start out the year beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't think they're going to do it. I'll see it when I believe it. But there's also a lot of people that believe that this might be a down year for the Kansas City Chiefs. So this might be the year to take advantage. So what can Jim Harbaugh do with year 2 with Justin Herbert? They got Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton there in the backfield. Their offensive line will be healthy. Defensively, can they improve? Yeah, this is the year that we start having a conversation about Justin Herbert. But we can cool it off if they beat Kansas City week 1.
Dante, any games that stand out to you here in week 1?
I mean, I think that Jets Steelers game could be interesting. You know, I'm holding on to a little bit of hope that my dog Justin can, get his Geno Smith on and start his chapter off right. So I'll have an eye on that one. Philly Dallas is always good. No matter how trash the Cowboys are, that's always going to be a good game. Buffalo, and it's some good games. Buffalo and the Ravens, another good one.
Yeah, can I be a little crazy? Maybe a little.
Go ahead, go crazy.
That Panthers Jags game has my attention. Is that crazy?
No. That might be a sleeper
game.
That might be a sleeper.
That has my attention for sure.
But I'm gonna tell you this: Travis and Trickoff Trev. Travis and Trickoff Trev will be a good combo, brother.
If Trickoff Trev messes up with Travis, send that nigga to the bushes, like for real. And I also want to see, are they gonna let Trav play corner? Because he would be said, I want to play both sides. Now that don't mean a lot when you get to the league. You're a rookie, you fall down to the bottom of the totem pole. But I'm really interested to see that. I want to see, can Bryce Young pick off from the very positive end he had to last season. You're right about that, Courtney. Might be a sleeper. A sleeper to me too. Rams, Texans. That could be fake decent too.
Is CJ Stroud back to rookie season, or
right? Exactly.
I don't care about Matt Stafford anymore. I'm kind of over it.
Oh, you're done with Stat Pafford? I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I'm sorry, Matthew.
No, Matt and Devontae might put some numbers up with Sean McVay. It's not an interesting game.
Devontae was over there. Yeah,
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that moves me. That moves me where the Giants are going to be such a bad team. Do you know that the Cardinals don't play a playoff team from last year to 2000 to like week 8? Like what kind of shit is that? Let's bring up that graphic of the Charger Chief game, because this will be an international game. They'll be playing in Sao Paulo. The first game out there for the NFL. This will be a YouTube TV exclusive. Just throwing it out there, you do not have to have a YouTube TV subscription. When I saw this, I was like, nigga, I already paid for cable. I'm not paying $80 for YouTube TV to watch Justin Herbert disappoint me again. But this will be free on YouTube. So that'd be a good thing there. Shout out to Paul and Chase. The Chargers about to disappoint, but I'll be there. That's real fandom right there. You got to be with your squad, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. I do think that a lot of people are going to be sleeping on the Chiefs this year. And by the way, we went about poor timing. 2 of the most poor timing things I've seen over the last couple weeks. One, that Superman commercial with Jason Tatum. Terrible timing. And then also that Chiefs documentary that's coming out this fall. That would have hit a lot harder if them niggas actually won. I do not care about a run-up documentary, like whatsoever. So I don't even know why they aired that. It shouldn't even be coming. Let's get into the Monday, Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday night football schedule. Let's start with the Monday Night Football slate here of games. Here's all the games that we've got for the season here that we're going to start off with week 1. Obviously, like we said, is going to be the Bears and the Minnesota Vikings in Chicago. And then you got the first doubleheader week 2. You've got the Buccaneers and the Texans. And, of course, you got the West Coast doubleheader, the Chargers heading to Las Vegas. By the way, did y'all know, I saw this on Rich Eisen today, that the reason the Chargers start with back-to-back road games is because of current Manchester, England inmate Chris Brown has that date locked off for his tour. So they had to move them to a road game. They didn't want to send them to New York. So they called Vegas, and Vegas said, "We'll do y'all solid. Won't have no problem playing on Monday night." So that's it. That is a true fact. That nigga got locked up in Manchester. Like, what kind of? You can't make that up. Anyway, you got the Detroit Lions traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. You got another doubleheader week 4. Jets traveling to Miami, and you got the Bengals traveling to Denver. Week 5, you got Denver traveling, not Denver, but Kansas City traveling to Jacksonville. Another doubleheader. We got back-to-back doubleheader. This is trash. Week 6 doubleheader. The Bills going to Atlanta. The Bears head to Washington. Week 7 doubleheader. The Buccaneers travel to Detroit, and the Texans travel to Seattle. Week 8, Washington travels to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Week 9, the Cowboys host the Cardinals, a.k.a. I will not be watching that game. Week 10, you've got the Eagles traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. That should be a good game. Week 11, you got 2 iconic franchises. The Vegas Raiders will be hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Week 12, Bryce Young making his Monday Night Football debut. Heading to San Francisco to play newly paid Brock Purdy. Week 13, Giants, who are definitely going to be out of it by the end, taking on the New England Patriots. Week 14, Eagles travel to Los Angeles, play the Chargers. Week 15, will this be Aaron Rodgers? We're going to keep saying that about everything. Did y'all notice there's a lot of Steelers games there? Because I feel like the schedule makers are just expecting this beanhead nigga to actually be playing. They're going to be hosting the Dolphins week 15. Week 16, the Colts will be hosting the Niners. And then the Monday Night Football finale, the Falcons will be hosting the Rams. Now let's go over to the Sunday Night Football slate for the year. We've got go back there. My bad, I forgot that show. Go back to Monday Night Football. Any game will hit that move, y'all. I feel like, to me, the crown jewels, I'm gonna sound biased for this, is obviously Bears, Vikings. I think it's gonna be great. I think Bears Commanders is gonna be great. Detroit, Baltimore. I think that's gonna be a good one as well. Courtney, what's some games on the Monday Night Football schedule you're looking forward to?
Yeah, those Bears games, those are going to be elite television. That Eagles Packers game, week 10, that's going to be good. Let's see. Commanders KC, week 8, that should be pretty good too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I really have no interest in watching the Steelers, regardless of who their quarterback is.
Yeah, so. way too many. They got Colts on there. You got the Giants. Like, I know they're in a big market, but stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna break down that international schedule too, right?
Oh yeah, we gonna break down all of them. Bang, go ahead.
I have some thoughts.
That week three matchup, Ravens and Lions. That's intriguing. Right there. Of course, week 6. The doubleheader. Week 6, the Bears Commanders game. There, but we definitely gonna add.
We are going to start a dialogue.
It was another game that was on there too. Throw it back there. I want to make sure I got it right. Oh yeah, the Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Are we sleeping? I don't want to say, are we
you about to
sleeping
say
on the
somewhere?
Tampa Bay
Go ahead.
Buccaneers?
Oh no.
I want to say, are we sleeping on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? But can't, because they've won the division the last couple of years. But can they continue? Like, they've been pretty solid these last couple of days or these last couple of weeks. Can they continue? That's interesting. And y'all see this dust storm shit?
Nah, this is perfect.
Did y'all get that alert for dust storm on
your
phone?
No, it's perfect.
Shit y'all got going up there.
It's perfect sun outside right here for me. So
this grainy shit outside. You see this shit?
Look like that scene in INGHY, nigga, where all the dust was
like
up
Interstellar.
That's what it looks like outside here right now.
You looking out the window like Malcolm X.
You're an old head when you look outside and check out the weather.
No, I'm gonna say that nigga looks concerned.
No, did y'all hey Scott, you ain't get the dust dust storm shit on your phone?
Alert. Nah.
I'm like 1,000 miles away from you, so I did not get that alert.
I'm talking about Scott.
I mean, you out there in the boonies though. That's why I didn't get it.
People in the city got it too.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Look at this shit.
I didn't get it. But Dante, any games on the Monday Night Football schedule you looking forward to?
I mean, outside of all the Bears games, there's gonna be a couple good ones. I think the Chiefs Commanders. I almost called them their old name. I've been doing that a lot lately.
The dead
Chiefs
name.
Commanders. Anything
Very
with the Eagles.
controversial. That's racist.
I called him
Yeah.
out for it on the High and Outside show a couple days ago.
She
'cause
did.
He called Cleveland by their dead name. I'm like, we don't do that.
Yeah. I called them the Cleveland Native Americans. My bad. I apologize. But no, it's gonna be some good ones. But I personally flex Seattle off of television. Period. I don't know why they have this game with Houston. I think that game's gonna be a dud. I see a couple in here that could be potentially bad games, and I think you can afford to have bad games on Thursday, but not on fucking Monday night. That's one of your just staples of the brand. So
I
I'm sure
argue
there's
that
gonna be a
Monday
couple surprises.
was the worst of the three last year. I argue that.
You can make that argument. That's why I say some of these games might need to get flexed out, especially if old man Rodgers either don't play for Pittsburgh or he ain't who we think he could be. Get them off my fucking TV. I think you have a flex schedule for a reason, and they should use it. So I'm interested to see how this goes because I mean it looked like a lot of mid on this schedule. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's outside of the Bears games that obviously I'm gonna get hyped for. A lot of them are just like, all right, cool, wow. Broncos, Bengals. I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
You not Bomani Jones and Burrow don't move you?
no, but Monty Nix is about to come back to reality.
I said Bomani Jones. Bomani Nix. Let's go to the Sunday night football schedule then, man. Of course, we said week 1 on Sunday night football. We got the Ravens traveling to Buffalo, rematching last year's playoff game. Week 2, man. Now this why are you putting come on, man? Back-to-back Vikings postseason, not postseason. I just said 3 words. Primetime games. Enough with the JJ McCarthy this early. Going up against JJ McCarthy versus Michael Penix Jr. does not move me. I'm sorry. Week 3, Giants and Chiefs. Week 4, the Cowboys hosting the Packers. Week 5, high octave right there. Bills hosting the Patriots. Week 6, this is what I want to see. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions. Week 7, Niners hosting the Falcons. Week 8, this could be if Rodgers is there, this moves me. Rodgers will be going against his old team, the Packers, if he plays in Pittsburgh. Week 8, Jaden Daniels taking on the Seattle Seahawks. By the way, NFL is really putting their chips in on Jaden Daniels. They got 6 primetime games. When the last time you seen Washington with 6 primetime games? Week 10, Chargers hosting the Steelers. Week 11, the NFC Championship game we were supposed to get. Eagles hosting the Lions. Week 12, Rams hosting the Buccaneers. Week 13, another Commanders home game hosting. I just got the emergency alert. Just got it. As my phone is shaking right here. But week 13, we've got the Commanders hosting the Broncos in Washington. Week 14, we've got the Chiefs hosting the Texans. Week 15, you got the Cowboys hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Week 16, you've got the Dolphins and the Bengals. Week 17, that one might get flexed out because I don't think San Francisco is going to be that good. It is the Niners and the Bears. Week 18 is TBD. Of course, we all know because they want to see what's going to be the most important game. That might be Bears Lions. Just going to throw that out there. I'm excited for Bills and Ravens, like I just said. I think that week 11 with the Eagles and the Lions are going to be good. Lions in Kansas City. But I'm really at week 8, if Aaron plays, that one really, really moves me. Courtney, what do you like about the Sunday night football schedule?
That week 11 Lions Eagles looks elite. I mean, I'm gonna watch it all regardless. Just to be clear, I will definitely be muting the television before Carrie Underwood starts singing though. That's like
I love that song.
I know she gets paid a massive
I
bag.
love that song.
She does it for every matchup, and like it's annoying as hell. I'll probably listen to a week 1 just to restore the feeling, but I'm out otherwise. But no, week 4, Packers Cowboys is always entertaining. Again, from a narrative perspective. Same with week 8 if Aaron Rodgers does end up going to Pittsburgh. Yeah, I honestly think the Monday night football slate's better than Sunday night this year.
Dante, what you think about this? Is it better than Monday? Is there any game to stand out to you?
I think that at the end of the year, that Bears Niners game, if the Bears are who we think they're gonna be, I think that's gonna be an important game as far as seeding goes. Because I think the NFC West is gonna be a tougher division. So I think the both of us could be battling for a wild card spot there. Obviously Aaron Rodgers going back. Well, Green Bay coming to see Aaron Rodgers. Could be a potentially good game. Uh that Rams Bucks game. If we got to see how Baker bounces back without his offensive coordinator. Another change, something he's dealt well with, but we'll see how that goes. Just a couple good games on here, but I mean, again, it's tough at the beginning of the season because, like I said, some of the good teams are going to be bad teams, and some of the bad teams are going to be surprise teams. Like nobody expected the Broncos to be who they were last year, so they could get these games in prime time and shit the bed.
I tried to tell y'all.
You did. You said that right away. Courtney was right on that in the Royals last baseball season. So we'll get
random obscure teams that nobody gives a hell about. Yep. Yeah. I was spot on.
Bang, what you think about the Sunday night football schedule?
Depending on what happens, man, that week 7, Green Bay and Steelers, like, what does that really look like for Aaron Rodgers if he's there? Like Dante said, that San Francisco Bears game, they always send us to hell in Santa Clara, but we'll see what happens there. I'm interested in that Bo Nix, Jalen Daniels, though. Like, we talk about how good those two quarterbacks were. Will we see a sophomore slump between one or both of those quarterbacks? So that's my one. And the Monday Night Football schedule is better than this one. For right now.
I agree with that. I agree. This is a so-so game. By the way, just got this right here. Most primetime games. We can throw that up on the screen real quick. Who has the most out of all the teams? The Kansas City Chiefs leading the league with 7, and there's 6 tied. That Cowboys, no matter how bad them niggas are, they will get on TV. And of course, 6. The other 6 goes to the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Another 6, like I just said, goes to the Washington Commanders. Let's go to the Thursday night football schedule that we got right here, man. Shout out to everybody working over there on Thursday night football. I was gonna shout out to a friend of the program, Taylor Brooks. Everybody over there at the team over there Thursday night football. Let's start with week 2, which would be the third. Of course, we know the first Thursday night game is a Thursday night football. It's the opener. So week 2, the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Week 3, got the Bills hosting the Miami Dolphins. Week 4, you've got an NFC West rivalry. The Cardinals taking on the Seahawks. Week 5, the Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Week 6, Giants hosting the Eagles. Week 7, the Bengals hosting the Steelers. Week 8, the Chargers hosting the Vikings. Week 9, the Dolphins hosting the Ravens. Week 10, got a nice AFC West rivalry. Broncos hosting the Raiders. Week 13. Yeah, I mean week 11. My bad. I just skipped like 2 weeks. Yeah. you got the Patriots taking on the Jets. Week 12, you got the Texans hosting Josh Allen and the Bills. Week 13, which is Black Friday, will be the Eagles hosting our Chicago Bears. Week 14, you got the Lions hosting the Cowboys. Week 15, NFC South got the Buccaneers hosting the Falcons. Week 16, you got the Seahawks hosting the Rams. And then week 17, the Christmas night game will be the Chiefs hosting the Denver Broncos. And they will have a wild card game on Thursday night on Amazon Prime. First time to have a playoff game on there. To me, obviously, Eagles Bears moves. I'm looking forward to visiting Philadelphia for the first time. For Thursday night football schedule, this is straight for Thursday night. Not too many things. We jump off the Christmas game. I think it's going to be good. I think week 2, that's a good start with the Packers and the Commanders. But yeah, it's a solid schedule. I think it's better than most Thursday night football schedules. Courtney, what you think about this?
Yeah, I think it's a solid schedule. And again, I'm the resident non-Bears fan of the group. The league must really believe that they're about to be a fucking squad this year. They're getting
worries me just a tad.
As it should. But you have to be excited if you're a Bears fan, right? To see your team finally back in a position like this. It's got to have you a little excited. I already know it has y'all excited because y'all been talking about this shit since February. It's never ended. This is a year-round sport for you
It
guys.
really is. It really is. It really is.
But no,
Win
that
or
Black
lose, I will
Friday
have me a cheesesteak in Philadelphia. Win or lose.
yeah, that Black Friday game is probably the one I'm most looking forward to. That is going to be absolutely elite. I just hope that the Bears can truly live up to the billing this year.
Dante, what's your thoughts on the Thursday night primetime schedule?
It damn look better than the Monday night schedule. But I mean, it's one of those things where I like that it get also it's a change from the Monday and the Sunday night schedule because there are some teams on here that you don't see on that schedule. You see the Dolphins a couple times. I think that's going to be important. Seeing the Chargers, because I think the Chargers are a team, as long as you got Harbaugh at the helm, that's a team that's always going to be exciting and entertaining, and a team that's fun to watch. Philly as much as possible because I think that's a team that's just right now that's one of your marquee teams. So I think I like the amount of Philly games you see, and I think it's a lot of like quite a few West Coast teams on here. But I mean, the AFC West. I think this is a good showcase for them because on Thursday nights, a lot of other shit going on. So, you throw this on and it'll be all right. So I think it'll be smooth. But I think right now, just off the three that we just looked at, I think Sunday night football probably has the best slate.
And also, this is the first time since 2011 the Bears don't have a Thursday game because that Eagles game is a Friday. So that's interesting right there. Bang, thoughts on the Thursday night football schedule?
Hey man, this is the best Thursday night football schedule they ain't never had. These some decent games. Commanders, looking good right there. That even though I said they still gonna be huffed, that Cardinals Seahawks game might be sneaky good if Sam Darnold is who they think that he is. Back to what Courtney was talking about, that Justin Herbert thing. He going up against the Vikings. That's a good game. They got some good divisional games up there too. Um, this is a great slate of games compared to what we've been getting on Thursday nights.
Now let's get to like a big rematch. They've been really hyping up rematches this year. So number one rematch we got coming up here, week 2 in Kansas City. Boy, we got the Super Bowl rematch. That's remix. You got the Chiefs. You know that they want to get their lick back. Niggas have been talking crazy. They've been talking so crazy about Pat. He got a fade. This nigga went and got a lining. You know what I'm saying? He looking blacker than he had ever looked in his life. And they're gonna be trying to get their lick back. I am very, very excited for this. This will be on Fox. This will be the game of the week 2. So that means you're gonna get Tom Brady on here, man. I'm very happy about this one. Let's go on to the international games that we've got. The NFL has a record 10 international games that we've got here for this year. So they're gonna start off, of course, obviously the Sao Paulo game for week 1 is the international game, even though it's not on this. Yeah,
That's a game for the freaks.
We got this first one now. This one's in Dublin. So week 4, you got the Steelers taking on the Vikings in Dublin. It's 3 London games. I think 2 of these take place at Wembley Stadium. 1 takes place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Vikings gonna be doing back-to-back international games. They're gonna be taking on the Browns in London. You got the Jets taking on the Broncos in London. You got the Jaguars taking on the Rams in London. Then Berlin, this should be a war crime. They're sending the Colts and the Falcons to Berlin. And then you got week 11 in Madrid for the first time. They got the Dolphins taking on the Commanders, and there will be a week 17. Is this a week 17? No, this is for NFL Network. I'm like, nigga, they send niggas out the country week 17. No, so week 17 we'll have an NFL Network game. So that'll be on Saturday. But yeah, so those. Oh no, these are the NFL. Yeah, that's the ones right there that we've got.
That Berlin game should be illegal. That's 100% a violation of the Geneva Convention and is payback for World War II because that's crazy.
I said 10 international games.
But Germany always seems to get like the shit end of the stick when
they really do
matchups. Like what was it last year? It was like Carolina and the
Giants
or something.
Yeah,
awful. And I think the year before that, I think 2023 wasn't bad. It was the Dolphins, maybe.
No, at least they said the Chiefs 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, it was the Chiefs and the Dolphins, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah, it was the Tyreek reunion that won the reunion.
2022 was it Tampa and Seattle?
Yeah, it was something like that. This to me, it's a cool schedule. I would not like. Come on now, Colts. They nasty for sending Anthony Richardson to Berlin, bro. What we doing? That's not good for U.S. Germany relations.
I
Uh,
made a terrible joke that would have gotten me canceled. So let me mute
yeah,
myself.
I'm glad you didn't say that. Bang. Any thoughts on the international schedule?
Nah, this just Huff. They just gave them the pissy ass games overseas. They gonna come to this motherfucker anyway. This is nah, I'm straight.
Dante, there's a lot of war crimes on this list. What do you think about this international schedule?
I just thought it's funny you talked about Anthony Richardson like that nigga not gonna be holding the clipboard. He's not gonna play. Like let's get real here. He's fucking terrible. But yeah, no, this is bad. I mean, I think it's another example of the NFL is like they're trying to extend their reach, but at the same time, they're not gonna, force the really good teams to give up a home game to go, put on a show for this, secondary audience. But I think at the end of the day, as we were in London, you see how the crowd is. They're gonna eat it up. They still gonna enjoy it just because it's the spectacle of the NFL. So they'll still make their bread, but like I just wish the Bears were on this list too, because I was trying to go to Spain. I was hoping they were in that Spain game, but they are not. But we'll see what happens next year.
The McCaskies allowed them niggas to take them to London and do hard knocks. They're not touching international soil for another 5 years. They've done their duty for the country. Last scheduled thing we're gonna look over. Let's go over these holiday games, starting with Thanksgiving, Turkey Day games that we've got here. We got a triple header. We got the Detroit Lions hosting the Green Bay Packers. I think this is like back-to-back years, or 2 out of 3 that they played. No, it's 2 out of 3 because last year the Bears. Yeah, I was there on Thanksgiving as I waited outside the locker for 30 minutes because Jalen Johnson was going to swing off Matt Eberflus. So this will be the second time in 3 years that they're playing the Lions and Packers on Thanksgiving. You got the Chiefs and the Cowboys, which will be in Dallas for the mid game, which is good. I'm glad they didn't give us the Giants in the Cowboys. And then I love this, nightcap on Peacock. You got the Ravens and the Bengals. Burrow versus Lamar Jackson. I love this one. Let's go to Christmas real quick. You got a Christmas triple header. You got 2 games on Netflix, one on Amazon Prime. You got Dallas versus Washington, and you got Detroit versus Minnesota and Denver versus KC. And by the way, I want to say this during the Black Friday thing. Amazon's really trying to have a stronghold on just sports in general, because on Black Friday, there's going to be 5 games on Amazon Prime. 2 NFL games. They have announced that the NBA is going to have a triple header. Now they have the NBA rights. So that's going to be a great game to just eat leftovers, drink alcohol, and just watch sports all day. So that'd be great. I love the schedule. I love both the Christmas game and the Thanksgiving game move me. Hopefully the play is better than it was on Christmas last year. I really want to see what the NBA's thing is going to be like, how they're going to combat that. But I love this holiday schedule for the NFL. Courtney, what you think?
Yeah, I agree. I will be glued to the television all day, and I don't care about NBA. So this is what my television's not going to move. This is going to be great.
Dante, thoughts on the holiday specials, Christmas and Thanksgiving?
Great job by the NFL. This is what I'm talking about. You put your, marquee matchups on these moments. You're trying to take eyes away from your NBA, and you did a great job of that. A little off schedule, real quick. I just want to complain. WNBA, don't you dare raise the price of League Pass, and this shit don't work. Like that's what we're not gonna do. Like
big double header tomorrow.
I understand it's popping right now, but come on, shorty, you took my 35. Let me watch the games. But no, I think this is a great job.
Say this real quick, Dante. Piggyback off what you said. The WNBA could not have prayed for a better opening. There's no big baseball games on tomorrow. There's no NFL. NBA don't have a game tomorrow. You got your doubleheader free. Got the world champion Liberty taking on Asia Wilson. And
the game?
It starts at like noon, I think.
It's a 1 o'clock game and it's a 3 o'clock game.
Yeah, and then 3, you got the biggest rivalry.
Marquee matchup happening at noon in the after. Like that's crazy.
And the game at that biggest rivalry WNBA. You got Caitlin Clark taking on Angel Reese and Scott. So that's a good one there. But go ahead, Dante.
Well, she about to smoke Haley Van Lith. But no, it was really great. Like, I think this is a really good schedule. I think all 3 games, Christmas is going to be really good. Thanksgiving, they really don't miss on Thanksgiving. We know how that goes. But I think Christmas and Black Friday are going to be some really good games. And the NFL, you got to really salute their schedule makers because we've seen other leagues struggle to get these marquee matchups into the moments where we want to see them. And, that and the combination of them having the ability to flex games. That's just the NFL has always put their fans first. So, I mean, this joint, I like it a lot. And I think it's going to be a really good season. But I think the marquee days are going to be worth it every time.
Bang. Thoughts on the holiday? I know you said the holidays of us, F them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. Hey, once them presents wrap, leave me the fuck alone. I am going to be drunk. I am going to be watching football. Gonna have some food. Go play with go play with your toys, sons. I'm watching football and basketball.
And it's funny, we're approaching summer, but Christmas and Thanksgiving will be here before you know it. The only thing I've noticed, once you get past 25, life moves very fast. It feels like New Year's was just a week ago, and here we are.
For somebody who will be 43 years old on Wednesday, I second, third, fourth.
Happy early birthday to Bang.
I was about to say, Scott, I was like, it's to the point now where, like, when people start asking me about certain shit, I don't even explain myself. I just say, hey, G, I'm damn near 40.
Yeah.
What you
yeah.
Courtney, I heard that damn. I heard it.
Courtney did the Kevin Hart. Hey.
I'm sorry.
But that's all we got for our NFL schedule breakdown, man. Catch I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis, every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HMB Media and the Barbershop Network.